Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we did M.A. Cassia, based on this Lao Jai mod, which I am not pronouncing correctly. I mean, it's just how, an American just has zero hope of knowing how this is pronounced offhand.
Liao Jai.
Liao Jai. I guess that could be correct. So then, you go online. It's like, well, how is this pronounced? And then you just get some robotic voice that doesn't know any more than you do.
Liao Jai.
It could be. Should I take that as the word of God? Maybe. It's sort of irrelevant, though. We did it. It's done. It was a fun bee nation. It was a nation of bees and their dreams. It was a civilization inside of bee dreamland. It was quite unique. But it had big glamour communities with death, and we had a lot of skeletons, of course. And we had big swarms of bees. Good stuff. Let's move on. Roll up another one. Number 5. That is E.A. Baratos. Have I done E.A. Baratos? The eternal question. I know I've played as them. Have I recorded a video as E.A. Baratos? I would guess not. If I had to just guess. I don't recall saying the name Baratos a lot. But I guess I could have. That's the problem now with these vanilla nations. I could have. Because I play multiplayer, I play with Lego and stuff. Things blend together. I have played as Baratos. I'll skip it for now. I want to come back and be like, I don't think I've played as this. 216. EA Skyrim. Oh, EA Skyrim. Okay, so I did that on stream. So that's why I just re-rolled another number, because I was like, I know I did it on stream. It was kind of interesting, though, but it was actually a longer game, so I'm not that inclined to do it, because it wasn't a quick little game. Like, we did 2v2 Conquer. So we had to actually wipe out the other two nations. And I did it, so it was an extended thing as Skyrim. It was a kind of a cool nation. Sort of a thug nation. They had basically like Dovahkiin you can summon. And they get special spells that really only they can cast. That are basically like the Thum, like shouts. So it was kind of well done. It was pretty cool. I'd tell you go watch it on stream, but I know that you won't. Especially because I don't know what stream video it is. So we've done like 20 of them at this point. So yeah, I probably could do it again, but we'll do something that I have not done at all. 159 is Raetovari, the Wild Hunt. That sounds fresh. Sounds real fresh. Now, I believe this is Gathering Sturm. No. Confluence. No. No, I don't know. No, I think it's Gathering Sturm. We're going to go with Gathering Sturm. Last time we did a vanilla map, but we'll go back to a pre-made. Let's do Valanis again. It's always a classic. 212. I don't know what age this is in. It's not MA. Raetovari. And Valanis, we often like 7. Raetovari is a land of dense, untamed forests and dangerous marshes inhabited by Chudes, an exalted race of great strength and beauty. Metalworking is a rare skill amongst the bellicose tribes that constitute much of Raetovari's population. The fear of everything supernatural runs deep, and few dare leave their hovels after dusk, as the night belongs to beings no mortal should meddle with. Shades of the dead rise from the marshlands, and the wild hunt. Ancient enforcers of divine decrees chase all who dare flaunt the old ways. To be out at night means to be swept up in the madness of the hunt in the other world, as those who witness it cannot resist its call. Some return, changed forever, with the mission of bringing the word of the awakening god to the people of Raetovari. So we're a race of Chudes with partial cold resistance and forest and swamp survival. If we wanted to use some quagmire, I guess. We have infantry with throwing weapons, longbows, and two-handed swords. Strong nature and blood magic, mediocre death, low but plentiful air. Weak priests, we can blood sacrifice. Our dominion reduces unrest in autumn and winter. Our temples create 2 blood slaves in spring and summer. Free blood slaves? Primitive forts in our temples cost 800 because of that effect. Chud Scout. Cold resist 5, stealth, 4 survival, swamp survival. Degen. 100 leadership, cold resist, stealth, 4 swamp survival, inspirational +1. Nice. Arelaz. 140 leadership, 1 blood, 1 holy. Inspirational +1. Good sprites here. Tolljäger. 305 gold for our cheapest mage is, well, I mean, technically this is our cheapest mage, but yeah. 50 leadership, 20 magic, 50 undead, 1 air, 1 death, 1 glamour, 1 holy, and then air, death, glamour, blood. Well, it's a usable mage. They'll all be usable, but just pricey, man. Okay. Mua Manor. Cap only. 440 gold, 4 recruitment points. 1 death, 2 nature, 2 blood, 1 holy. Water, nature, death, blood. 10% for another one. Okay, we are sort of a shallow nation here then. The highest we can get is 3 nature or 3 blood. Okay, well, we're obviously going to have a lot of Tolljägers. We also have a lot of cold resist, but not much to do with cold resist. We don't have plentiful water magic. So it's a little bit annoying. Units. Free Spear, our militia unit. 17 hit points is very solid. 2 protection is very not solid. 15 defense with a parry 5 shield is pretty good. So for a lot of attacks, arrows and melee, they will technically have like 18 protection. 17 or 18. They're undisciplined. They have a 16 damage stone spear, 12 attack. That's pretty good. And javelin for 15. Honestly, this is not a bad militia unit. I'm not saying that I'm going to use them, but not bad. Hunter can also be recruited in all forests. 9 protection, 17 hit points. That's very solid for an archer. Range 45 longbow, 15 piercing. That is nastiness. And they have a nice little spiked club if you get too close. Not quite the trifecta or anything, but not that far off. And I could see just making hundreds of these things. Yeah, not bad. Oath Sworn. 17 hit points, 9 protection on the body, 15 defense with the parry, 5 shield, 12 MR, 12 morale. They have a 19 blunt damage mace, 12 attack, and the javelin. They are better, I would say, than the free spears, but I wish they had the spear instead, for the most part. The mace is 3 points more damage, but piercing kind of equalizes that for most hits. The big difference, of course, is that they have armors. They have 9 protection overall on their body compared to 2. And that is a fairly significant factor, so I would pick these guys over the other ones. Sword Bearer. 18 hit points, 13 protection on the body, 17 defense with a parry 5 shield, 12 MR, 13 morale. They have a 18 damage short sword with 14 attack. That's 14 attacks, very nice. And the javelin. These guys are like above average heavy infantry. Or medium infantry, I don't know. Their protection's not super high, but 18 hit points and the 17 defense with a shield is very nice. It says they fight in dense shield walls, so I would love to have seen Formation Fighter 2 on there, but it's fine. Thane. 19 hit points, 16 protection, 12 defense, 15 morale. No shield, but they have a 23 damage Oath Sword, 16 attack. That's really strong, too. The thing is, if I wasn't going to use archers, I would just use Thanes. If I am using archers, I really want the shield, so... But it is painful. 16 attack is very respectable. And then the Wolf Warrior, cap only sacred. $19 hit points, 9 protection, 15 defense with parry 5 shield, 13 MR, 15 morale, troll bonus, blah, blah, blah. They have a 17 damage stone spear with 15 attack out the gate without any XP or bless. That's really good. And they have a 14 attack, 16 slashing damage bite attack. And these guys are not getting repelled. 15 defense, 15 morale before anything else. So that is nasty. And they can throw javelins. Yeah, these are very strong sacreds. I would probably say Stygian Flesh. I think their protection value is their weak spot. They will repel quite a lot. They will parry quite a lot. But Stygian Flesh would be just a very nice boon. And then I would say maybe Undying Enchanted Blood. Like, really, if we just go Death Blood with Blood Surge. Yeah. Summons. Turst. Leader of the Wild Hunt's Vanguard. 2 air, 3 astral, 3 death, 3 holy. Goodness gracious. With built-on Ethereal. 21 defense, 17 protection. The Hunter's Blade with Spectral Flame attack. You can Soul Vortex right out the gate. Personal Mist form. Rider of the Hunt. Ethereal Heavy Cav. Only 9 protection, but 20 defense with a parry 5 shield, 60 MR, 50 morale. Ethereal. Flying. 17 damage, length 3 torch pole with the spectral flames, 6 armor, piercing fire, double versus undead and demons. And the steed has no armor, 4 protection, 17 defense, ethereal, burning hoof, same thing. It's pretty nasty. Brawl of the Hunt comes with a Hound of the Hunt, which looks like a little cat. 17 hit points, 9 protection, 11 defense, no shield, but ethereal, flying. Spectral Flame attack on its own, and the Apotropaic Spear for 18 magic damage and Halt Demon effect. Not bad. This is one with a shield and torch pole. Kind of better. Hound of the Hunts, 14 hit points, 4 protection, 9 defense, 13 MR, 13 morale, flying, ethereal, 15 damage, ghost rending bite. So these things are pretty good. Nightwalkers. 28 hit points, 10 protection, 8 defense with Berserker +2, and Corpse Eater 4. And raise them another 12 hit points. 2 poison claw attacks, 16 slashing plus 50 fatigue poison, and 18 slashing bite with 20 fatigue poison. Okay, those things are pretty nasty. Okay. Well, let's look at the summons. Nightwalkers. You get 10 of those Nightwalkers for 20 death gems. Iffy. Iffy, I would say. I'd like to see that scale a little bit. 20 death gems is costly. And they're pretty good. They're pretty painful. But they're also not that survivable. 28 hit points with only 10 protection and 8 defense. Like, yes, they get berserk, so that'll bump it up to 12. Fine. They can corpse seats to go up to maybe 40 hit points if they really max it out. Still, they will get shredded. Fairly easy. They'll do a lot of damage if they can get into melee, but I don't know, for 20 death gems, iffy. Alteration. Nothing. Evocation. Nothing. Construction. Probably nothing. Enchantment. Nothing. Thaumaturgy. Nothing. Blood. There you go. Bind Thrall of the Hunt. Okay, so you get one of those thralls. The ethereal infantry with the hound. For 8 slaves. Rider of the Hunt. For 14. Okay, that's... I don't know, it's hard to say. Blot. Combat spell. AoE 15. 1 slave. Touch of Madness. Okay, so it berserks and gives Twist Fate to AoE 15 around the caster. It's not bad. It's not bad. It is 100 fatigue, though. That is pretty obnoxious. Bind Thralls of the Hunt. You get 3 Thralls for 20 slaves. Okay, you're getting there as far as just, like, opportunity cost of the mage that has to do it. I think they're pretty good. I don't know. It's hard to say. Ancient Hunger. We get 5 Nightwalkers for 20 slaves. So there's a blood summon for Nightwalkers and a death summon for Nightwalkers. Yeah. Okay, so blood is usually easier to get. So you can get 10 for 20 death gems or 5 for 20 blood slaves. And we get free spawn of blood slaves at every temple. So then once we have 10 temples, we can just cast this for free every turn without doing anything. Which is kind of nice. Black Host. 120 blood slaves. You get 1 Terst and 6 Riders of the Hunt at range 4. It's tricky. I don't know if I'd actually send that to like a remote province though, because it seems like something I'd want to script. I don't want to just sacrifice a Terst for 120 slaves like that. Okay. Alright. Well, bottom line, ignoring any blood stuff, death stuff, all that stuff, we obviously want to pump up our sacreds. They're going to be very strong. We're going to use sword bearers. And we're going to use hunters. Yeah. So I do think we need kind of reasonable scales just to have quantities. Wolf warriors don't really take much resources, but they are 40 gold each. These are, you know, somewhat expensive. 26 gold, 18 resources each. These are fairly cheap, and we want a lot of them. And then we're just going to make Toll Jaegers, and they're pretty pricey themselves. So definitely order 2 at least. As far as a bless, I do want death and blood if possible, which would be, say, the Bog Mummy. He comes with death and blood. And the Bog Mummy is not terrible as far as like a Titan. He's like an upgraded Rainbow Mage, sort of. He's somewhere between a Titan and a Rainbow Mage. He only has 65 base hit points and 5 natural protection. He does come with free and vulnerable 20, though, which helps, you know, when you're right out the gate. If you can just get him any form of armor, he'll be pretty well protected. 18 MR, 30 morale. He's got death, blood, full gear slots. Fear 5 is pretty nice. He is susceptible to fire 5. Cold 15, poison 25. The real nice thing is he has immortality 3 months. So you're not too upset if he dies. He definitely needs something other than death and blood, of course. Nature would be handy for personal regen, although, you know, eventually I'll have Soul Vortex, which is usually better unless you're fighting undead or some, you know, some inanimates or whatever. But I think he just needs a little bit more AoE clear before he gets Soul Vortex online. Maybe nature and water, so he can cast Foul Vapors and have Breath of Winter. And Liquid Body. I think that might be the way to go. So we'd have to get nature 4 at least, and water, a little bit of water. We're probably gonna have to go dormant here, as usual. I think we're gonna take Misfortune 1. We gotta get Order 2. We might take... I don't think I really want to go Cold 2, but I guess we could go Cold 2. We apparently prefer Cold 1, so we'll maybe go Cold 2. And we might even go... I think there's a universe here where we take Sloth 1, actually. And then if I were to go even further and take Drain 1, because these guys are pretty good researchers, we could bump this a little bit higher. And we wanted Stygian Flesh, Blood Surge, Enchanted Blood. Yeah, maybe not Enchanted Blood. There might be better things to take. Like just getting more defense, maybe. Or, honestly, maybe just 2 more strength. Or I could go for Berserker. But that doesn't really stack well with Stygian Flesh. Well, it's... I mean, the +2 protection is fine, but I don't really want to lower their defense. It's just, you know, it's nice to have +2 attack, +2 strength or whatever, but... Yeah, I think we'd rather just have +2 strength. And that's what you got. Now, if we get, say, the Thrall... No, none of these are sacred, are they? The Turst is sacred, but nothing else here is sacred. So, yeah, this is really our only sacred thing. So, yeah, it'll be pretty good. They'll end up with, like, 18 protection or something like that. 16 defense or something. And a pretty heavy-hitting weapon. Alright, we're gonna go with that. Nightbane. And he'll be pretty solid as like a pseudo-titan kind of thing. We're playing on Volanus with 7. We're gonna go 10 thrones total. Okay, we got a throne there. That's It's all ours. There's literally no way for anyone else to get there except by, like, flying, I suppose, or teleporting. Oh, good. We didn't redo trusty research, so we don't get that. Awesome. $305 gold, man. It's too expensive. There you go. No money. For research, well, we want our usual goodies. So we want enchantment 2 for Breath of Winter and personal regen. And we want alteration for various goodies there. Ideally, we go all the way to alteration 6 to get Soul Vortex, and then it'll really cook. But I question how much research we're going to get done, because I feel like we might not be able to get a mage every turn, but we'll see. Horse Tribe Cavalry. Hell yeah. We love Horse Tribe Cavalry around here. Like, look at this. I have no money for anything. Yeah, it's rough out here, man. Oh yeah, we should set them to fire, shouldn't we? We have ranged weapons. Alright, there's a throne right here. That's pretty nice. Fire closest. We need money. I'm gonna go for the farmland. Fuck it. A little painful. Yep. This one might be a little iffy. Nice. Got the job done. Still no money, but got the job done. Autumn has arrived and the wild hunt has begun. Unrest in all provinces with friendly dominion will decrease until the beginning of spring. That's good. That raises our money. We need that. Well, we do have a good collection of mages so far. Yeah, we are losing sacreds. I know. That's why we got Stygian Flesh. It's just got to come along. Good. Magic +1 worldwide. We like that. Yeah, maybe a little iffy about this, but we'll see. Okay. Not bad. What, nobody's over there? What the hell's going on? Whatever you do, just get a mage every frickin' turn. Ah, Yomi is there. Okay. I think we're doing well. And we're losing most of our sacreds here, but soon it will be glorious. Let's head back home, baby. I want more archers. Do I need sword bearers, or should I just get an insane amount of hunters? I guess. Longbows are pretty great. Ah, Nightbane has arrived. Spring has arrived, and the hunt ends. Evildoers and outlaws breathe sighs of relief, and some who have been swept up by the Black Host reawaken in the mortal world. People gather sacrifices to thank the hunters for protecting them from the creatures that stalk the night. Temples gain a magic site that create 2 blood slaves, 5 unrest until autumn. On Bloten festivities. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think we really need to... We're going to find out where all the thrones are soon. I'm going to go for this. You're going to be researching until you get Alteration 6, I think. Not taking chances on that. Alright. So we have one here, one here. Then it gets dicey. I think we gotta get in the water. Is there an aquatic nation? Yep, there's Earlier. Fuck. So I've gotta just go. I've gotta get this connection so we can go there and take that. Fourth one's gonna be tricky. I don't have any sort of teleport. Except for Stygian paths, I suppose. So we may have to do a little war somewhere to get to one of these two. That's really the only option. So the west side is all him. I don't really have to care. But we gotta get this, and then as far east as we can go comfortably. Yeah, we're just trying to get money. We gotta just keep taking shit. Okay, that was... What was the... Oh, it was an air elemental. Okay. Alright. Doing pretty well on research. Not so hot on money. Because these guys are just eating up a lot of money. But I refuse to back down there. So we will continue to eat all our money. Oh yeah, what are we looking at here? So we've got 19 hit points. Only 15 protection versus mundane. How does that work out? Oh, because they only have 7... Yeah, oh, right. I was reading the wrong number. Yeah, so 15 protection versus mundane. But 17 defense with a parry 5 shield. So if you add that on, you're looking at like 31 protection. Assuming that's additive. I thought it was additive. Hit him on the shield and body. 27 plus 12. But that was with a spear. So I think it's additive, right? It's 31. So that's pretty strong. A lot of attacks from these jabronis are going to go through that shield. Or miss. 13 MR, 18 morale. They've got reinvigoration 1. 19 attack on the stone spear is phenomenal. They're going to repel so many things with that. 22 damage on the stone spear is phenomenal. 18 attack on the bite and 21 slashing damage on that. And then 21 damage on the javelin if they connect with that. Yeah, they are mean mofos. But yes, they can... I mean, arrows can definitely bypass that shield. 100%. But most of them will have to go through. So you see the damage roll on the bow is 1 versus 13. Is hitting the shield. Good, good, good. No losses there. Alright, we have found Earlier. He is here. No surprise. But we're going to take this. And the Bog Mummy will have to go underwater. But with Foul Vapors, Soul Vortex, no problem. Like, I can't imagine what sort of... So if we can actually hurry that along, and we can take this, we might be able to sneak past him to get to Lake Vastness. I don't think that's what will happen, but it would be nice. We wouldn't... Because we got to get Construction 3 for the stupid ring. And then we'd have to go Enchantment 6 for... Like, there's no way. But it would be cool. Okay. 1 Mind Lord. Bunch of shit. It's no problem. Alright, we're gonna take this. We will... I don't know. If we keep taking provinces, we might not need... I don't want to cut out mages. Early accepted. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. Just gotta keep taking... We need more money. More money, more money, more money, more money. Oh, it only costs 800. That's good. We want to get another one here. Big money, big trouble. Yomi, be my friend, please. You are cool and I want to be your friend. Okay, if we cut out a mage this turn, cut out the... Oh yeah, it only costs 800. Maybe we don't have to cut out a mage. Cut out units. Yomi did not accept the first one. Yomi, you don't want none of this. Come on. Come on now. You're crazy. We'll go here. My temples cost 800. I'm gonna get someone out there to do it. We're gonna get alteration 6 this turn. Things are gonna roll right along. It's gonna be beautiful. Ow. Yep. I'm actually not gonna go for this throne right away. I'm actually gonna go for this because we got this, so that's really nice. Really hoping Yomi is cool. So, yeah, we're gonna get construction 3, and then I'll go in because I think Soul Vortex will be enough to deal with the little shit. Construct temple, please. We need them. Yomi accepted. Excellent. Still don't know who's to my west, but they're taking their time. That's fine with me. We got construction 3, so body armor. You could get the Shambler skin to free up a miscellaneous slot, but I'm not super inclined to do that. But we don't have that many options because we don't have Earth anywhere. Mirror armor is probably our best bet. So it's 5 glamour, 5 air. Okay. You have to make yourself the ring. Shield. Probably the weightless kite shield is fine. Or we could get a Bane blade. I mean, I suppose his weapon choice doesn't matter too much. He's gonna cast spells, so yeah, we want the weightless shield. Yep. The trident. Oh, that's construction 5. That's right. Well, there's gee. There's the Eye of Aiming. But it's not really good for thugs, because most of the shit around you is right next to you. So that's no-go. There's the Ring of the Warrior. Plus 5 attack, plus 2 morale. But that's... meh. It's all kind of meh. I don't think there is much of one. The champion skull, I guess you could do. Okay, then we need a helmet, and I don't think we can make any helmet. You can make a helmet. The ice helmet. We'll have someone else make you an amulet of breathing. And then there's just a weapon, but I don't think I really care. He's not attacking anything, so it's just like a defense value, I suppose. The Bane Blade. Sure. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. 27 protection versus mundane. Yeah, this'll do it. Alright, go. Got this in the bag, my friend. Don't let anyone tell you different. If we can clear this up nice and quickly, the army can easily take this one. Potentially take that one, depending on what it is. And then hopefully I'll have foul vapors by then and I can take this one. That's the hope here. Crackerjack timing. We're definitely going to need some more military leaders. Well, we can take some mages off, right? Take anyone with, I don't know, 2 air, I suppose. Sure. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Yeah, we'll just go take this. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care what you cast. You're here to carry archers. Okay. Money's tight, 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 man. Look upon my archers. Nice. Okay, blah, 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 blah. We're starving. It's long dead, spectral mage, blah, blah, blah. We kill him. Kill him. Alright, get in there, my friend. Get in the water and play. So, Soul Vortex. Now, he could bump up to Invulnerable 25 if he casts Invulnerability, which, yes, I suppose that's an option. But Moss Body's pretty big. Liquid Body gives us the goody stuff. And remember, he will be casting Foul Vapors in the future. He doesn't really need personal regen with Soul Vortex. But Breath of Winter is not bad. And then if he's got time, Invulnerability can't hurt. For an extra 5 protection. Now his protection against non-mundane damage is a little iffy. But we'll cross that hurdle if we get to it. We will fall over that hurdle if we get to it. Let's see how he does. This one should be pretty easy. Alright, so he did hit... He did get invulnerability off, so he's looking at 30 versus mundane with 118 hit points right now. Which is pretty good. 21 MR. Soul Vortex and Chill 10. And Liquid Body for full Fizz Resist. He had Moss Body, but I think it popped instantly. No, it popped at some point. Yeah, right here it popped. He did a lot. Yeah, he did a lot of damage. It's all good. It's perfectly fine. Okay, and now the throne. Yep. do it. 6 sacreds on that one from Long Deads. Ouch. Just love the archers running in. It's like you couldn't bring more than 12 arrows. Like, how, you know, what do you think's happening here? All right, we didn't beat him anywhere. Fuck. It's a lot trickier then. There's nothing for it. And there's no avenue now where we can jump over him. And we got Ubar now on the other side. So we are looking at a war, my friends. Probably against Yomi if I had to pick one. But we're of course going to see how it plays out. I don't really love his odds. Right there. That's kind of a lot. I really want Foul Vapors, so we're going to hold off. Foul Vapors is not that far off. Thunder Oak and Singing Tree, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Messenger from Ubar's returned, and we got a message from Ubar. That's the one I definitely didn't want to go to war with because there is nothing for me over there. So that's really obnoxious. For me to get a throne out of that arrangement, I'd have to go here, 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 here. And the problem is, what are the odds that Machaka is not already there? Cutting me off. I'll go to war with Ubar if I can get here, then it's like, okay, I'm willing to crash through Ubar. Because I have to pick somebody to crash through anyways. But the thing is, like... yeah, Yomi's just so much easier. And if I could make, like, depending on where he stops... you know, if I could just get into the water in one of these spots, I don't have to go through much of Yomi's territory. We are, I should mention, a stealth army entirely. We all have stealth. So I could try and sneak through Yomi's area to take his throne in Trensibor. That is pretty tempting. But I suppose the counter argument is that I can crash through Ubar, and if Machaka has taken some of these spots, I can just sneak through him. So I think that's probably what we're going to do. Alright. We're taking our second throne. Wow, yeah. He wasn't affected by the sprites at all. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay. Uh, well, I do have... We don't have that many Death 2 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 of them. So it's just kind of, they're just a big mix. They're all over the place. So go evocation, I suppose, just to have something. But these mages, I don't know what to do with them, really. It's a big jumble of kind of shit. I mean, they're all useful for something, so that's why I don't bother scripting. They'll do something. Okay. Forest of the Lost. Oh, we just lost the Forest of the Lost. And I definitely know where that is. It's right here. He's gonna take that from me. Alright, last turn of the NAP. We're gonna have to throw down some PD. An arena battle! Yes, he is here. So we would have to sneak through, but I think we shall. This seems like our best bet. He took that. That's fine. Let's head back home to grab some gems. And then we'll stomp on this spot. Those will be our 4 thrones. We're gonna stop making mages for now because I need some some PD, just to discourage any foul activities. Okay. That'll do it. Somehow I lost 2 sacreds on that one. Cold +1, the arena battle, which Earlier won. And then there was a battle in Jinport from Brigands, which we defended somehow. Jesus. Alright, so we're gonna have to sneak through 1 province, which could be bad. He's gonna have a nasty little army, so we're gonna have to be on the lookout. This is still holding strong. He hasn't seemed to have hit that at all. No one else has declared war. That's good. I'm feeling moderately confident. Great. I'm glad I opened my mouth. Yomi has declared war, which could complicate things pretty much. Pretty muchly. Crackerjack timing is what this is going to take. We just have so many things that he's connected to with our cold scale and everything. The rivers are nothing. So the throne is the main thing I care about. He can kind of take everything. He's not getting this anytime soon. And neither is Ubar. He does have a pretty nasty armor here, so I think I'll actually hold and PD up here. Oh, Machaka took this. Alright, I am going to go to war with Machaka then. Saves us the trouble, but it probably was not very tough throne. It was, yeah, probably one of those samurai thrones, Yamabushi ones. This is the real test. Also, just surviving this debacle. Damn, he didn't attack, but I'm hoping he moved. He did move, but we'll see. We could stealth. We don't have to take these provinces, but it does keep him occupied to take them back. Yes, 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 yes. It's tempting. NAP2 there. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Crackerjack timing. He did not hit me anywhere, but he did move it all back, so he baited me out. That's problematic. Oh, it's big problematic. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, we got utterly fucked. He's got way too many Jin warriors. We lost everything. Pretty much like our entire Doom stack, yeah. That's pretty bad. That's really quite bad. Because now I have nothing. I have no real army of any kind. I don't have a prophet. And we are at war with 2 nations. I should have snuck through. Alright, well. Foul Vapors. Soul Vortex. Moss Body. Liquid Body. Also, we have Ice Shield, but he'll probably cast that. And Liquid Body. Invulnerability. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's not looking good. That'll do it, baby. Unscathed. Yeah, you can also spit out a pretty solid amount of skeletons if he wants. Okay, we took our 3rd throne. That's good. Not good is everything else that's bad. We could... And we can't make... No. Actually, fuck Yomi. I'm tearing through his shit. Yeah, I'm gonna tear through his shit. So we're gonna claim here. We can become friends with Ubar. Life just gets so much easier. So much easier. But it's a question of where do we put our money. Can't really stop a whole lot of his army. Okay. Well, that was good. Keep going. No, not on Yomi. Not Yomi. Ubar. He took this. Can't say it's too surprising. Do have a lot of blood slaves. We could go down blood just to get the thralls, because those are pretty nasty. Okay. I'm hoping I only have to fight him a couple times before I can get back in the water, but I imagine I'm going to have to fight him 3 times. The really annoying part is... maybe I should... Okay, take off foul vapors. I'm assuming I'm not going to need it. But if I bump into his doom stack, I'll be really pissed with myself. Okay, here we go. And when I say if I bump into his doomstack, I mean when I bump into it, because he knows where I always am. That's a lot of priests, man. What the fuck? Not enough, though. Demon priests. 16 demon priests he has here. Because he builds a temple. And then he queues up like a demon priest every turn forever. He'll never take that off. So, yeah. No, there's no way. No way. It's stupid. Fucking Ubar is ridiculous. He might end up being able to take that throne from me. I mean, I can dissuade him as much as I want, but... I don't know. Okay. I'm worried about the dispossessed spirits. But fucking what price glory, I suppose. If I can just get to that throne. Also, the Deegan has stealth. This guy doesn't. So we're basically putting all our hopes and dreams onto the Bog Mummy. I mean, if the Bog Mummy dies, it comes back in 3 turns, so that's not horrible. Also, Earlier has now declared war on us. I think we're fucked. I think this is game over. He attacked Lupia, but we defended it thanks to our army being there. That was good. He attacked Fowenshire, which is where we were, so we didn't get to leave yet. That's all well and good. He's still perfectly fine. He attacked Bitra, just a random province I'm sure I had no PD on. Yep. And then Ubar attacked Strongdale with a lot of fire snakes. The problem, like, these things just, yeah, fly to the back. I mean, he's insane. It's insane. I think we can agree it's insane. I have to win very quickly. And me getting slowed down by stopping there didn't help. Yeah, I mean, there's pretty low hope for us at this stage. I'm not going to be able to defend this against Earlier. So it's basically, can I get to a throne quickly enough? The answer is no. And I like that I still am not, like... Why am I not sending NAPs to Ubar? We desperately need that. He hit Ossory, took it. He hit Midland, took it, or is besieging us. We got hit in Fowenshire again. I cannot leave this fucking spot. And now he's got flyers, but thankfully I was able to get Soul Vortex off. God, yeah, we're gonna die because he just keeps hitting me here and I can't leave. I thought that's not how movement worked in this game. Fuck, he just has an endless supply of troops every turn. I'm gonna end up having to go through Earlier down there. Okay, we are... He doesn't look like he has anything huge here anymore, so that's good. We just need a little bit of PD. Spread the love around. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, get one of these guys. Let me leave. Okay, he hit Jinport, but we defended it. He hit us in Fowenshire again! I can't, this is so stupid! It must be, it's based on the army size, right? Or no, I actually left this time. Great. So he hit Fowenshire, but I was able to leave. Yes, I got Sodor. We defended Ulafa. We hit Midland to just clean them off our fucking fort. Oh my god! These Jin! Yeah, we can't. I mean, we need, like... We need just massive fire resist. And this is why they recommend putting resistances on your sacreds. Yeah, if I had 10 fire resist on all my sacreds, I think we would not be struggling nearly as much. But as it is, it's basically just like, can I hold off? I'll send him an NAP. We're about to go to war with Earlier. You can become a prophet. We are going to go... Oh, I don't know. Griffins. Not Griffin. Well, there's one Griffin. Yeah, I'd like to get in the water here, but that's not an option. So we're going to bounce off there. Just kind of hoping for NAP with Ubar. And soon an NAP with Yomi, because he's going to start hitting this. But... No, we didn't get off. And he died. Alright, it's game. He's not accepting the NAP. We even lost the Deep Forest. We're about to lose Midland. That's it. Calling it. Damn. Fucking Volanus. Every time. I mean, look. So shit. This is not balanced. There's 2 thrones on the Northern Hemisphere. There's 2 thrones in the water for the one underwater nation. Because again, I didn't put only land nations because I hate myself. I just literally hate myself. But then the Southern Hemisphere gets 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 thrones. So half of the thrones in the Southern Hemisphere, quarter of them in the water, quarter of them in the Northern Hemisphere. Granted, there are... Well, no. There's 1, 2, 3 nations in the Northern. 1 in the water. And 1, 2, 3 nations in the Southern. That means the 3 Northern nations are... Because there's also less provinces in the Northern Hemisphere. So maybe I should do 6 nations on this map. So there's 2 in the north and maybe 4 in the south. I don't know. Maybe that's not really balanced either. But there's definitely more provinces in the south, right? Because of the cave system. I don't know. It's not balanced. It's annoying. 1, 2, 3... No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thrones. There's 10 total. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Oh, 10. Okay, so there's 3 in the northern, 5 in the southern. It's close to balanced, but I feel like since we're going for 4, anytime we're in the northern, we're just fucked. It would have been tricky in the south as well. We could have probably gotten these 3 pretty reasonably, right? If we were in this area. If we were in this area, though, yeah, it would be tricky. We'd get this one, maybe we'd get this one. But if we started here, we'd get this one, but then we'd have to go to war to get this one, our third one. And then the fourth one would be really tricky. I don't know, I just need to add way more thrones. For some reason, this map... It typically leads to epic games, but then when you're just like sandwiched in the middle here, again pointing to the no wraparound, if you're sandwiched in the middle here, and there's an underwater nation as well, you're fending off 3 people at once. That's not fun. And then when one of those nations is fucking Ubar, with their Jin Ifrit bullshit, terrible. I mean, it's such a ridiculous unit. 13 protection, 12 defense, ethereal, glamored, with unseen for -9 to melee attackers. It's absurd, right? Absolutely absurd. And then he also, of course, gets Ifrit. So he gets Ifrit warriors that have 39 hit points, 18 protection, ethereal, unseen, and have a heat aura. 26 enchanted scimitar, and they're sacred. That's before his bless, what's his bless? 10 shock, blur, reinvigoration 1, true sight +1 attack. It's like kind of an okay bless. So yeah, fuck Ubar. Damn. Rare we have a good game on Volantis now. We could have squeezed out a win. But it ended right here, because I decided not to sneak. Because he wasn't patrolling, right? He didn't have anything there, really. He just had a little bit of things. He moved from here to here with his Doom stack. That means he wouldn't have picked me up when I was stealthing. So if I had just stealthed instead of wanting to take the province, we could have stealthed all the way here and taken that from Machaka and then held it and won. But I didn't. So that was a stupid mistake on my part. It's very rare we have a stealth army. A stealth Doomstack. We should have used it. But then, yeah, like whatever happened here in Sodorth, if we want to look at that. I assume I just get hit with a lot of flyers, like, instantly. And I couldn't get any buffs off. Yeah. Just a lot of ethereal stuff. Magic, a lot of magic damage that invulnerability wasn't helping with. I didn't really have good armor. So, foul vapors wouldn't have helped me. I don't think, but yeah. He'll come back in a few turns, but yeah, this game's over. Because we're going to lose this to Earlier. There's really nothing I can do about that. PD will never hold against an underwater nation. So, and then the fact that we didn't have any sort of teleport, no magic phase movement on our Pretender. So I couldn't even teleport onto this, or this, or this, or this. Dumb stuff. I mean, theoretically, I suppose I could have. If I had, like, a lab here a while back, I could have moved all my Air 2 mages. They all could have Cloud Trapezed onto, like, this spot when Machaka had taken it and not built a fort. And it's possible they could have taken it. Just summoning, like, air elementals or something, you know? Yeah, like, if they all had brought, like, 5 gems or something. Maybe, but it's 100 fatigue just to summon 1. I would have sent along 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Yeah, I mean, 7 air elementals, depending on his PD there, could have taken it, but then I couldn't have claimed it, so it's sort of a moot point. And I would be at war with Machaka. Yeah, it is what it is. We kind of alternate between good games and bad games. And I just always blame the map, but I don't know if that's... it's kind of the problem, but the problem is that we keep doing game after game after game, and we're not building up any sort of personal experience. I say we. I'm not really building up any personal experience of prolonged wars. Like, our only real experience when we do wars is like when we do 1v1s. So anytime that I get hit with 2 wars or something, I just fold. But that's because I hate the AI and I despise them. That's it. Yeah, it wasn't a winnable game. They're all winnable games. But mistakes were made, and these are very far apart thrones. I mean, look at that game we had on Archipelago, like, not too long ago, where we had 4 thrones within, like, 5 provinces of us. That's a lot different than here, 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 you know? Yeah. But yeah, having a teleport on your pretender is really valuable for the way that we play. Like, just think about how many games we've won because I've been able to teleport with my pretender onto a throne. So, the Bog Mummy was good, but it could have been better. I should have taken air instead of water. Yeah, I should have taken air instead of water. That's the... I would have won, I think, if I had taken air instead of water. Let that be a lesson to you and me. But alright, my name is Mangg. Gaming Watching has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.